That was some of the folks out there.
Misfits World.
I love it.
Misfits World Order. Misfits World Order. For life. Misfits World Order. mWo. For life. Misfits World Order. mWo.
What's going on, folks? I see Jolie in the house, Lori Rose in the house. We have Vegas Joker, La Puffy was the first one here. Yeah, Angel Newfound Life is bored. And I slept all day. And I said, why not just spark up a little live, see what happens? Yeah, on Thursday. Amazing enough, not a lot of people are live, at least from this community. So I decided to just see what happens. You know what I mean? So hello to everyone. Thank you for joining in. Hit that like button for Angel Newfound Life as I play this last little intro. Here we go.
Warning, the following content contains material that may or may not be interesting to some viewers, but the only way to really find out is to watch it to the very end. Otherwise, you may never really know. So proceed if you dare, but don't say you were never warned. And y'all ready for that? mWo.
Yes, motherfucking sir. The last of the Mohicans. Last misfit standing, huh? What's going on, your mom? Lori Rose, John Cabrera, everybody, Ladybug. It's good to see everyone. And one of the reasons I went live now because I got a live set up for tomorrow morning and I can't make that one. I have to do something tomorrow morning. So last minute, I said either or don't go live at all. So I decided just to go live. There you go. But thank you, Ladybug. I hope everybody's doing okay today, this night. I usually don't come at on at night, yes, but given the circumstances, I said why not for a little while at least. The boss said I gotta don't stay up long, and I won't because the boss says so. But it's good to see everyone. Did I see Jolie? Jolie, good to see. Yeah. Some people have wrenches, some people don't. Don't sweat the wrenches, guys. You know, I have mods and managing mods, and that'll be changing from time to time. But don't sweat it. You know, it's not a big deal. I know you guys like love your wrenches, but it's not that big of a deal from my perspective, anyway. But yeah, I wanted to see if Jody wanted to come up. I don't know who's out there who's brave enough to come up here. That's Chinopi sex hose. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Combat Wombat. What's going on, Combat? Good to see you there. Yeah. Ah, there she is. Yeah. It's disrespectful, but you say it's not a big deal. Yeah. Drop it. Okay, Jody. Let's drop it for JoJo. Let me drop this for my sister Jody, which I haven't spoken in a long, long time. Well, it hasn't been that long. I want to say a month. She's one of the chillest chicks out there in the YouTube world. Jody's coming up. Yeah. But it's good to see everyone. It really is. I won't be up here long, but just long enough. Let's put it that way. Oh, we have a special guest already. That's good stuff. Let me make sure. There we go.
Yeah, got to do the pat
Bryce.
down. I only got a
What's
second.
up, buddy?
I saw the
Yeah.
invite, figured, all right, I'm going to bed shortly. But how did you just pronounce that person's fucking name? What was that?
Which one? Which one?
The,
Oh,
the well,
Jolie?
no.
Jolie?
Before that,
Yeah, before
above
that,
Yoli, between Combat Wombat.
oh, Chinopes? Chip,
That's
chip.
Chin Pube Sexy Shoes.
Oh, what the fuck? I meant to say that though. I wanted to say that so
No,
bad,
you didn't. You said Chinopes.
let me bring Jolie up. Hold up, Jolie.
Hello. I don't need a banner.
Hey, how you doing? I'm so sorry, I kept you. He's correcting my grammar up here again. Did I say Chinopes? Yeah.
You told, dude. I was rolling. I
I'm
was
sorry.
rolling.
My
And then I
bad.
saw you
What is
sent
it?
me the
Chin
invite
Pew.
in
Yeah.
Discord. I was like, oh man, I'll go up and say hi real quick.
Yeah, I figured. I said, you know what? I don't think a lot of people were gonna come up. So I said, well, you know what? Christ will probably stop by because I know you work and everything.
He
So I
beat me up
appreciate you
here.
stopping by.
Well,
Yeah,
He
I
beat
nah.
me
get the
up
same
here.
issue. I get the same issue you do. Sometimes the boss is like, yeah, go have fun. Other times it's no, it's late.
Dude, it's a miracle she said it okay. She looked around, she said, looked at me, she said, go ahead. I was like, holy shit, all right. I ran took a shower and jumped on. So yeah.
Yeah,
But
mine isn't even in the same room as me, and I can feel her rolling her eyes. So, all right, I hope you have a good live. Be easy, buddy.
yeah. Mm. We
Hi,
gotta listen to
brother.
our bosses, bro. All right, Christ, good to see you. ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está, Jolie? Good to see
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, good to see you too. Good to be up here with you for a little bit. Hello to
I
the chat
know.
tonight. Hello to
Yeah.
everybody down there in the chat.
In the chat. How you been?
I hardly don't do panels, but I came up here just for you, brother.
Oh, thank you. I don't go live at night. especially at this time of hour, I usually don't go live. You know what I mean? I'm usually in bed either watching somebody else, but um, it was boring. So le di la cara. I gave her the the puppy face, like And of course, it doesn't always work, but it worked today. Jamie, growth and development. What's going on, brother? Let me know if you want to link, Jamie. But no, not aquí, just chilling like I always do. The last of
That's
the
good.
Mohicans.
That's
Yeah.
good. Sometimes it's better to ride solo.
I would say it's true. It's true. Sometimes
It's good to have
um
good company, but not bad company.
right. So I mean, it's a learning process. I've always been on panel with somebody, and it's taken me a minute to I don't want to say learn, but to get used to it, I guess. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
and just engage, just me in the chat, and I do that in the mornings. I do a morning coffee with Angel, and so I
Yeah,
kind of practice engaging
I've
with the
seen you.
chat.
I've been there in
Yeah,
the mornings. I enjoy the morning ones.
yeah. But it's all practice. You know what I mean? It's just sometimes they want to ask questions and stuff, and sometimes and I actually kind of like it. It's not bad at all. It's kind of calm, 'cause, everything's under control. I don't have to worry about anybody else, stuff like that. But I don't mind having guests. Obviously,
It's too early for the trolls in the morning to be trolling.
I can't believe early in the morning. I'm like, damn. Can y'all have your coffee and you probably be in a better mood, huh? Have your coffee and come back, huh?
Un cafecito.
Un cafecito primero. Yeah. Hey,
También.
Dogma Free. Good long time no see. Yeah.
Did you have a good birthday?
Yeah, I actually did, man. I had such an awesome birthday. My God, yeah.
Happy
Um,
belated birthday. I was gonna come up that day, but then I saw the panel and it was kind of getting heated, so I was like, I'll tell him happy birthday some other time.
yeah, I mean, it took about my girls took me out the 6th, the boys took me out the 7th, and then on the 9th they got me the cake. It took about a 3-day birthday. It wasn't bad at all. Um, I'm just grateful to reach 54. You don't know how happy I am just to see 54. So
It's good
yeah.
to reach any year, one more year
Any
more,
year. Oh
correct?
my God. Yes, it is. Yeah. Oh, hold on, I don't have an avatar. I always think kind of selfishly, but it's good for everybody. Every day should be a special day
It's
for everybody.
definitely a
So,
blessing to make it another year.
oh, you damn right. Yeah. I say 54. I can't believe it. Still here. Por ahí jodiendo la pista. You know what I mean? Still kicking and screaming. It's gonna
That's
take a
good.
lot to take me out. Yeah. As you know, I'm a fighter, so I don't go out that easy. Pero
Same here.
nada. Yeah. Me puse gordito otra vez. You can see I gained a little bit of weight back. That's good. That's always good, The belly's
Yes, that's
getting out
good.
there. Yeah.
That's a good thing, brother.
Esa es la buena vida,
the
as we call
the
it.
holidays are upon us, so we're all gonna gain a little
I
calories here and there.
know. I know. I'm already saying,
It's the
yeah, my
best
wife is
time of the
already,
year. It's the best
yeah.
time of the year. Los
It,
tamales, the
yeah.
pozole, all the rich food, and then Thanksgiving, all the rich food with Thanksgiving that comes along with
Yeah.
that.
It's funny to hear let's say the women of the family talking in the corner. Not this year, and this year I'm gonna do this, and then this year, and I'm like, yeah, right. You're all gonna gain a little weight. You're gonna wind up in the gym, and it's
On
always the
thank
same. No, I'm not gonna eat this. I'm not gonna eat that. And what they wind up doing,
we
eating
got
that. So
we got
right.
we gotta watch our figures. We gotta make it through Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then we gotta be looking good for New Year's. For New Year's
Yeah.
Eve.
I mean, holidays are meant to have some fun. I think you shouldn't hold back on during the holidays. You know what I mean? All is good. And I kind of look like older brother asked some person. They, you literally, yeah, I think you told me that before. Somebody, I think it was you who said that I look like your brother or something. I guess I had one of those faces. Yeah,
Did I tell
for
you that?
sure.
Really?
No, no, no.
Oh,
A couple people throughout my YouTube uh, they've told me that I look like somebody, either a brother or as long as they don't tell me I look like a grandfather, I feel good. But if you tell me I look like a grandfather, I'm probably gonna get offended.
well,
Yeah.
you do have grandchildren, correct?
Yes, actually, number 9 is knocking at the door. Yeah, about to
Wow.
burst. Número 9. Isn't that incredible?
What do they call you? What do they call you? Grandpa Angel?
Pop. Some of them call me Pop
Papa?
Pop. Um, Pop. Big Pop. A lot of them, yeah.
Big Pop?
Oh, Big Pop. Stuff like that. Yeah, because they have their great grandfathers from both sides, so it's kind of tricky. So I just say, instead of calling me Grandpa, just call me Pop Pop or Pop, stuff like that. But, para no confundirlo, because they get confused.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
You said not. You said you have 9 on the ninth one is
Well,
coming.
yeah, the ninth one is on the way, and let me see. I think in a few months. I think it's a few in January. I'm gonna have number. I'm not gonna have it, but yes, I'm
Yes,
gonna
I
have
know.
number 9.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
but
Wow,
I don't
that's a
know.
blessing.
Hey, to me, it doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? The more I don't, ya yo crié los míos, I already raised mine. It's all good. If they want to keep having children, I'm not gonna pay for them. You know what I mean? I just get to enjoy them. You know what I mean? So it's all good. Yeah, but
Exactly.
maybe,
We already raised our kids, so
yeah,
the grandkids are to just love and
yeah. I pick
enjoy.
them up. I jump them around, and when I smell something in a pamper, I just hand them over. Here you go. Yeah. So.
No diaper duties no more.
Oh no, yo dejé eso ya. I retired my diaper duties. You know how many diapers I changed? Believe it or not, Angel Newfound Life changed some diapers. With 4 children running around, I had to help with that in that department. That was my department, diaper changing. Yeah,
Yeah, well, as a parent, we wear a lot of hats. That's for sure.
for sure, for sure.
For sure, for sure.
One of the funny questions I get asked all the time. I don't know if it happens in the Mexican community, but I get if I say I have 4 kids, I usually get this question. Well, I don't want to say usually, but often I get, are they all yours?
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm like, yeah.
Why do they look
Well, I
different?
don't. It's like I haven't taken a DNA test. I mean, the mailman does look like my oldest kid, but you know, I just make a joke out of it because it's like, what did is that stereotyping or what is that, right? Are they all yours? It's like, what a funny question to ask. Of course they're all mine.
Yeah, sometimes people ask the rudest things in public.
I think it's a Latin lover thing, so I don't take it too personal, obviously, you can't. Um,
That's true. That's true.
yeah.
Take it with a grain
But
of salt.
yeah, exactly. I just always got a good comeback. I make them laugh instead of having a weird stare down or argument or something like that. I just give them a joke and keep it moving.
Exactly.
Nothing
Keep
to
it
it.
pushing. Keep it
Keep it
pushing.
pushing. I just seen Larry Blaze the other day. Yeah, he actually did a morning coffee with me. I said when I was about a week ago.
See?
Um, yeah, we were talking what ifs and what could have been and all that stuff. Me, you, and him.
The if. Uh,
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
regrets. Yeah, the
there's
what
always
ifs.
the if, what, and could have.
The coulda, woulda, shouldas. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. But like I said, things don't happen. I'm a strong believer that God, I think, just didn't want it to happen at that moment. Not to say that it can't happen in the future, but a lot's happened between there, then, and now. So I don't know. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
I
of
don't know.
course.
Yeah,
Like now you have your own channel.
yeah,
Before when you were administrator over there, you were not you
right.
didn't have your channel. Remember?
Yeah. No, I didn't have one, and I don't know. We all in a different mind space. All 3 of us have changed and a lot. And when it comes to YouTube, anyway, I think we all are different in that. I think it doesn't. It's not in a bad way, but we're all.
I was pretty new to it, but
Mm-hmm.
I've
Ya eres
definitely
una
matured.
veterana. You're a veteran now. Now you
I was
know.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was really a rookie, but now I kind of know myself how to maneuver
Yeah.
around it.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
maybe it didn't work, and it didn't happen back then because you know I wasn't new. Larry was new for sure. That was his first channel. Um, I was the only veteran. Now we're all veterans. Who knows? Uno nunca sabe. You never know what could
Does he
happen. So,
does he still have his channel?
yes, yes, he goes live once in a blue. He sparks it up and it goes
Once
live.
in a blue moon?
Yeah, uh-huh. Except when it went, when was the last time we went live? I want to say about a week and a half ago. Yeah, I think I went up
Oh,
there. It's usually during the daytime in the east, so I don't know his time schedule or why he's doing it that way, but I'm sure he's working around his job. And, you know, uh,
yeah,
priorities first.
he's a busy man.
Yeah, I mean,
Como
I'm
like
so
we
happy
all
for
are,
him. Yeah.
like we
No,
all
no,
are.
I'm really happy for him. He's got the job, a dream job, and he's happy about that part. And I'm
Yeah,
obviously.
it was a good experience for myself personally. I mean,
What did
I've
you?
never
Yeah,
done that. I've never
yeah.
done that. So you
So
never
you remember
know
the
if you're
good in it, yeah.
capable.
Mhm.
You never know if you're capable of doing something till you do it.
Unless you try it,
So
exactly. I
you
think you
kind of
did
have to
great. Yeah.
kind of go out there and just go for it.
Yeah. I remember at one time you were a high demand. Everybody wanted Jolie.
What was that?
I said I remember at one time you were a high demand. Everybody wanted Jolie at one time. I remember that
Oh,
stage. Yeah.
it
And
is
I think it's still, and if you really look at it, you probably ain't still in high demand. You know what I mean? Because
it's a
you
highs
never,
and lows. I
yeah,
just keep myself. I
you
just
never
keep
settled
myself in
down
the
with a
chat.
channel. You never committed to anybody, so that's good. You know what I mean? In a way.
I
Um,
had offers. I definitely had a couple
yeah,
of
plenty
offers.
offers, but never a commitment, which is good. If you think
No,
about it, I'm glad you didn't commit to anybody. You got to be real selective about this type of stuff. Hey, how you doing, Steph? You got to be selective. You just can't jump on it just any panel or you got to
no.
be the right condition. And knowing I know you're very picky, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all.
I'm
You have to
super
be.
picky.
Hmm. No, you have to. This is no, this could be. This got to be taken seriously. Obviously, it's
Yeah,
fun. It's a fun place, but yeah,
I
but
can't do certain
yeah.
I can't do certain channels. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, it's not some of this stuff is not for everyone, obviously. So
But
yeah, but
I'll always come and show you love and support. Just
oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I
I
do.
love you. You know I love you and Shorty.
We appreciate. She just asked me, is that Jody? I said, yeah. I think she's watching
Sí,
in the next
es la
room.
Yoli,
Yeah,
es la Yoli.
it's La Jolly. Yeah.
La única, la única.
HLES Boricua's in the building. Remember True, right? You know True.
Hi, True. Hi, Dal. He-
Yeah.
I'm a good supporter of his too. I go to his channel.
Oh hell yeah, yeah. Any chance I get, the thing with True is that he goes in the afternoon, which is it's not. He's not. I'm usually out and about, but I catch him. I catch him.
Or it's
He's
East
always
Coast time. Mm-hmm.
yeah. I call him Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Positivity. He keeps his channel so sparkling clean. It's
It's
like when
good.
I go over there, I feel like taking my shoes off before I turn on his
Yeah,
channel.
we do. We do have to take off our shoes and
Yeah,
come with clean hands. Wash
or
our
clean
hands.
hands and stuff like that. Yeah,
Nah,
it
just
just
come with respect and you're good. You come with
yeah,
respect.
little respect. Yeah, you come with
That's
foolishness. Yeah,
yeah.
he has a quick trigger for that.
You're
Yeah,
good
I
in the
come with the
boot.
foolishness. Yeah,
Yeah, he
but
has
it's
good
what he wants.
topics.
Yeah, but it's what he wants. You see what I'm saying? So it's like he's not worried about numbers and stuff like that. And I think
It's
we're a
really
lot.
easy.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I think we're a lot alike in that we're not looking at the numbers. We're looking for to have fun, and sometimes I can't speak for myself, but drama does happen here, um, and um, and
Oh
drama
yeah.
doesn't happen in his channels. But um, but he doesn't really cater to his subscribers. I think he does what he wants. You see what I'm saying? That's what's different about people like True. That it's probably a high demand for the fuckery, for the drama, but he just doesn't want to do it, and I respect that.
I respect that too, and that's why I go over there. Because if you don't want, certain, if try to stay away from it. So I try to go to certain channels for that
Yeah,
reason. Hmm.
yeah, yeah. Of course. Sometimes you have to. People don't realize. They say they don't like this and that, but we are stuck right smack in the middle of the drama community. Now, how you run your channel doesn't have to. Um, you don't have to follow trends, right? I'm not the topics of the day. I don't usually like to talk about other channels per se. You know what I'm saying? Whatever channel. I don't nitpick at other channels. It's something I don't. I think it's just not my style of doing things.
Hmm.
So and I don't like to cover what other people cover. You see, it's already covered on 3 channels. Why should I repeat it here?
Yes.
You
Yes.
subscribers probably heard it already all day. So
Yes.
uh, I
True.
want to be different that way, and I'm making changes. Obviously, I have to change and kind of grow, and I've made a
Don't
lot of mistakes with
don't feel
and
bad. Don't feel bad.
mhm,
Every day is a learning experience for each and every one of us. I love learning. Every day I try to learn
yeah,
something new.
yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm far from perfect. You know what I
We
mean?
learn from our mistakes and move
Yeah,
forward and try to fix them. And we unfortunately we cannot please everybody.
yeah. You can't make
That's just
everybody
life.
happy. That's what I hear.
No,
Jesus Christ.
it's
That's
impossible. We'll
my
go
biggest
crazy.
issue. Yeah, no,
We'll
that's
go
my biggest
crazy.
issue. Trying to please everybody, but in the end, pleasing no one. So,
Yes.
uh, and you know, things happen. You say things, you promise things, and then it's like I just can't do it anymore.
No,
You
you
know what I
can't.
mean?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
It's too stressful. It's too stressful.
It is. It is. It was a time that I was excited to go live, and I look forward to
I know.
just going live. And then it
That's
kind of slowly but surely, I'm like dragging myself to even push the start button. It's like, do I really want to do this? You know what I mean? And I think I do inside. I really want to. I want to make it a. I'm not a quitter. You see what I'm saying? I've never been a quitter, so I
mm-hmm.
want to ride it till the wheels fall off, as they say. You know what I mean?
Yes,
So.
yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
that's
try to
good.
correct it. Yeah, I can only try to correct the mistakes I've made out there. Not everybody is forgiving, and I understand that.
That's true. That's true. Not everybody is as forgiving, and
Yeah,
that's respectable. But
hmm
sometimes time heals the heart.
yeah,
I've known that in life. Sometimes you just need to de-stress and go away and come back. Then people
yeah,
think differently down the line. I mean, you can
exactly.
apologize, but if the other person doesn't want to accept the apology, that's respectable too. But at least you did
That's
your
a,
part.
no, no. That's a good point because you apologize, and that I learned recently. That person doesn't have to take the apology, because they forgive you doesn't mean that it's automatically healing. You see what I'm saying? Maybe
Exactly. It's a
it's
healing
gonna take
process.
it's a healing
It's a
process.
healing
See, I
process.
forgot about the process because in real life I don't hurt people intentionally. So
Yeah.
I had to learn that I'm not constantly going on apology tours in real life, and it's in so yeah, it takes a little adjusting and tweaking and just learning the YouTube ways. I call it the YouTube ways because it's different from real life.
You definitely have way more experience than I do on the. That's why I don't even open my channel, to do a live because I wouldn't even know what to do or how to operate
Well,
it. I just have plenty.
you're easy for you. You're a people person. Like Larry, me, and you. What brought us together is that we all three of us were people people pleasers, people uh persons. You see what I'm saying? It's like
You
just
gotta you guys have the personality. That's for sure.
yeah. If you don't have the right personality, yeah, you're not probably not gonna make it on here. And even the rough channels, what I call rough channels, is like the not the happy-go-lucky channels. They're still people pleasers too. There's people that like that type of stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Um,
there's a
yeah,
channel for everyone, right?
there's a channel for everybody, and that's the beauty
Everything
of
and everyone.
YouTube.
There's
Yeah.
so many. Have you been to the
hmm
fun sector? The fun
I've
sector
been,
is fun.
I've been going out of the community. I've been going to the Spanish community a lot, venturing that way. I've been going to the health. Um, I've always, I don't know if you remember, but I always wanted to do like a channel about not recovery. I don't want to say recovery, but healing, and people that have gone through um, some type of health issues and stuff like that. Survivors, if anything, survivors and stuff like that. Something that I can relate to. And if anything, at the very end, if anything, if nothing else works, I'll probably still do that. You know what I mean? So,
Well, your other
it's
channel, isn't it Angel's Newfound Life? It's that was that channel, correct?
yeah. So I recently changed the channel for. I had a crazy idea which I took back. I was gonna bring a family member that wanted to learn it. And then I quickly learned that it's not a good idea to expose them here in this community. So I took it back. So what I'm probably going to do with it is do the health thing. So let's see what happens.
Okay, wonderful.
And it's not about the numbers. It's something como que when I set myself on my mind on something, I have to complete it, or I feel like I let myself down. So at least the intent, or at least to try it, see what happens. And if I can reach one or two people, I'm happy with that, you know.
Yes, yes,
But initially, that was, if you remember, that was my whole thing. I always wanted to do that, and
yes, yes.
believe it or not, people ask me, but I'm not. I don't like to give advice when it comes to health. That's not what I want to do. That can be dangerous. I
All
just
you
want to
should talk about is your experience medically,
my
what you've
experience and share,
experienced.
yeah, share
Hmm.
stories, you know. And
We all
sometimes
do.
when you share stories, you find that you have a lot of light. Yep,
We all have a testimony in
that's
life.
exactly. Yeah, that's
Hmm.
actually a good name for. See, you get me thinking, Jody. You get the juices flowing. Yeah, I like. If you ever been to meetings, I a testimonial in church, like people giving a testimony. There's
Oh
nothing
yeah,
like hearing somebody
it's a
that's
wonderful
been
thing.
down and out,
Hmm.
and to just to listen like a phoenix rising from the ashes, and their comebacks in life and stuff. It's really, to me, that inspires the fuck out of me. To tell you the truth, I love hearing
Just the
stories.
just the other day, I was talking to an individual, not on YouTube, but in my personal life, and they encouraged me to write a book about my life of what
Hmm.
I've experienced, and I've never heard anyone tell me or encourage me to do that. And it opened my eyes. Anything's possible if you put your effort to it. And
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I
it's
started writing a book a long time ago and never finished it. When I found YouTube, and it's still there, obviously I still want to finish it before anything, something stupid happens. But when I found YouTube, I let it go. I dropped it, and I'll be honest, I was doing a time that I was taking a lot of therapy, and they suggested that I start writing because I had a lot to say, and I started writing almost every day,
like a
and I
journal,
left up
like a
like
journal.
a journal, exactly.
Hmm.
You're right, it's more like a journal, more,
Hmm.
but it's a lot in there. It's a lot, so much in there. And do I look at it and dust it off sometimes and kind of want to start writing again? Yeah, but I'm not in the right mindset. For me to write, I have to be away, I guess, away from YouTube. Not think about this, doing this, and just really, really focus on that. I can't
I,
do.
I think that
I'm not good at multitasking.
I
I'm
think
not a good
that
multitasker.
I
Yeah.
think the longest time you've been off was when we were at Larry's and you took off to Puerto Rico for a week.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. And then another time, when I got sick a couple times. I wound up in the
Oh
hospital a
yeah,
couple
yeah,
times.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but the longest, yeah, altogether in about a year, I've had maybe a month off. That's
when you took off to Puerto Rico, I got time off too.
yeah, yeah. Well, I know you were going through some stuff too, and I hope everything's all right on your side with the prom.
Life is better. Thank you.
Blessings, my blessings.
Thank you,
Yeah,
brother.
yeah.
I
But
heard you the other day in the morning when you go in the morning. You said you want to do a little bit different in the mornings, like you want to do recipes or cook or
uh-huh, yeah.
something about cooking. That sounded interesting.
Well, I quickly learned so many people love different types of coffee, and I was like,
And
well, and I kept asking questions, and I was like, well, I never heard of that coffee and this coffee and mocha and this and that. I'm like, and a lot of people didn't know what Bustelo was and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what? I would like to teach, not teach, but show people what a pastelillo is, and you know, versus
we should
what you
have a
guys
cook
call
off.
it. Yeah, like a cook-off. Yeah,
A
yeah.
Latina, a Puerto Rican, and another.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I just want to show food. I mean, it's different types of food. You know, what I mean, not a food channel like that travels around and visits restaurants, but just bring the food right here and just show it and explain what it is and how it's made. I'm not I'm not the best cook, but I can boil an egg real good. I'm known to boil an egg or two.
You can
Yeah.
boil a leg. You can do it really easy in the microwave and it
Yeah.
explodes.
No, but I like to learn to do, even though I kind of mess up the rice. Yeah, my rice doesn't come out that good. But I don't know. Sabe mogollao. You know what mogollao means? It means sticky. It doesn't come out loose.
Sticky
Eh,
rice.
Yeah, yeah. I hate when it comes out like that. But I'm still practicing. I haven't given up.
As long as
Um,
it's not a crunchy rice when you eat it.
yeah, and the thing is, she won't
that's
help me. She's like,
that's the
"No,
good
I
about
taught
crunchy
you.
rice.
I taught you how to do it, and if it comes out, however it comes out, we're gonna eat it." And so it's
Uh-huh.
like I try my best to make it right, and obviously I fumble, But
One
the
cup
other
of
stuff
rice.
like
The trick is one
arroz,
cup of
just
rice with 2 cups
mucho
of
agua.
water.
Yeah, and I've always, it's not, I got my grandmother and mother that don't use measurements. They just like, okay,
That's
that's
true.
enough.
That's
I'll be
true.
like, but
They
how much you
eyeball
just
it.
put in? They
They eyeball
eyeball it. Oh my
everything.
God.
They
Yeah.
eyeball everything.
The salt is like a pinch. Here you go. That's what? How much was that? No, don't worry about it. But not everybody could do that. Yeah.
That's
Jamie, the
true.
guy that was just in here, Jamie, he could cook his ass. He cooks. He cooks. He cooks really good actually. And he's been on pan. I've opened up. He's opened up his camera and showed me. He makes all types of stuff. And they say the best chefs in the world are men, right? Decent, right?
That's what
But
they say.
there's no comparison to grandma's food. I don't care what they say. Grandma has the best
There's
cooking.
no comparison to home cooked meal. That's for sure.
Ah, nunca, nunca, nunca. I go
Nunca, nunca,
even when I
never.
travel, I miss, especially when I travel or when I used to travel. I never got used to eating outside the house, and still today, I don't like eating out a lot.
Are you planning on any trips soon? Are you planning on
Um,
going back?
I wanted to, I wanted to do the whole Christmas probably. My sister just
Mhm.
came just
Yeah, I
recently,
remember. I remember.
and so quedamos. I don't know. It's up in the air. I can't really confirm or deny, but let's see what happens. If I'll
Yes.
go, it's probably after Christmas. I know she wants me to go for Christmas, but I don't think it's going to be possible because we babysit a lot of the grandkids and we have to shuffle around
It's a hard
and stuff
time
like
to
that.
travel around the holidays, that's
And
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. I don't mind it, but it's really rough to travel doing it. Yeah,
It's
it's
rough,
stress.
and then the tickets are more expensive unless you
Hmm.
buy them ahead of time
It's
and so
stressful. You
forth.
see, you
It's,
see
it's
the
very
people.
stressful.
Yeah, you see the people at the airport, like, oh my God, like they want to pass out, screaming at each other. It's like, yeah, I've traveled during the holidays. It's not a good experience. People
No,
are very
it's not.
snotty, but they get into their feelings really bad. It's like, wow, it's only standing in line, people are triggered. It's like, really?
Yeah,
It's
everybody wants to
Christmas.
get to their destination.
Yeah. But I think Christmas in itself is stressful for a lot of people. Um,
And
maybe,
Thanksgiving,
yeah.
a lot of people fly back and forth around this time.
Hmm.
Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's.
I think a lot of it has to do with the loss of family members and friends. At this time of year, um, it kind of triggers a lot of people who have a lot of memories, maybe lost ones of that year or the year before. So when it comes to holidays, it reminds them of family members that are no longer here, and
Yes,
that's the general. Yeah. Hmm.
especially if it's the first year you've lost that loved one, it's the hardest. The first year when they're gone.
Thank you, Baby Ramos. Yeah, so I think a lot of that. I get that's asking questions and stuff like that. That's what I get a lot of that. That's why people are not so happy sometimes. It's like Christmas and and Thanksgiving is a
Did you know
sadness.
that the winter weather brings out more depression because the sun, the sun's not out that much.
The sun's not out and you don't go out as much. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Exactly. So there's more
Yeah.
depression around that time
Yeah.
because
I've never been.
your how do you say
Yeah.
cabin fever? Cabin
Cabin.
fever.
Yeah, cabin fever. Yeah, that's a real thing. You go crazy.
It
You go
is.
nuts.
It
Yeah.
is. It's a real thing.
When the COVID hit, I was already on lockdown
Oh,
because
you're right. That
under
was really horrible. Hmm.
yeah. So when I saw people like losing it, like, and I was like, well, join it. I was doing it for already years. I was already using
What did
masks
you
and stuff.
say? Join the crowd. Join.
Yeah, join the crowd. Hey, people have to adjust. It wasn't easy for me to adjust to not going out, and yeah,
It
and
was
then
like the whole world. We had
yeah,
the whole world stop for a while.
yeah, and it took, yeah, it took a lot. It took the whole world to learn how to function without really interacting outside, and from that, a lot of good things came out. Now you can shop from your house. You know what I mean?
True.
Not
True.
not everything about COVID was bad. Obviously, rest in peace those who lost their lives. I'm not saying that. I'm saying
Yes.
that a lot of new technology came out. I mean, I can sit here for months on end and just live and don't have to go outside. You can order food, uh, I don't know,
You
anything,
got
and
groceries to your door.
groceries, anything. So
You could get
even doctor's appointments, believe it or not, other than specialists, they will always want to see you. Most of my Appointments are right from here, from my iPad, which
Do
is
you do the Zoom?
convenient.
Do you do Zoom meetings with the
Yeah.
doctors?
Mm-hmm.
That's
I do
good.
it.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
At least
That's
three
cool.
times a week, and that covers me as far as that. They don't really have to see me. If you think about it, the doctor's appointment, they don't really have to see you unless anything's changed, your medicine's changed, or anything like that. If you have specialists, yeah, specialists, you
Yeah,
probably
it's
have
just
to
a
go in.
follow up. It's just a follow up.
Yeah. So, um, yeah. I mean, do I miss actually doing the whole trip to the hospital, to the clinic? Yeah, I'd rather sometimes go and go myself and just to interact. I'm a social butterfly, as they say.
I
I
know
don't mind.
you
I don't
are.
mind going out. I don't. And it's
I
not
know.
like, people always say, "Oh, Angel can't go out." No, I can go out. I just have to be careful. I'm not an introvert, or I just gotta use a little bit more protection than the average person. That's all.
Yeah, than the average person. Of
That's
course,
it.
you got. Hmm.
Yeah, but I'm not like people sometimes, I don't know, the chance
You mean
the,
you mean you don't live inside a bubble, Angel?
I'm Bubble Boy. Yeah, I'm Bubble Boy. That's right. But, yeah.
Oh man,
And it makes me laugh because I remember that the first Bubble Boy with John. I think John Travolta played in that movie, the Bubble Boy. He
that's
rolled
right.
around in a big bubble. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yep.
uh, yeah. ¿Y qué hacías hoy? What you were doing? You was just chilling around. I know you have a 3 hour difference.
Yes, I was just chilling at home. I was doing laundry, and then I was gonna go put some dishes away, and then I saw you were on. Then I just popped in to say hello, but then you're like, "Come up," and I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not? Let
Ah,
me
qué
talk to you
bueno.
a little
That's
bit."
good. Yeah, I was
I don't do
hesitant.
like I said earlier,
Yeah,
I don't do panels too much, but for you, I do it.
yeah. And this will probably be a first and last doing this. It's like I said, it's a
why
Thursday.
why is it
Uh,
gonna be my last?
No, no, not for you. Not for
Oh,
you. No,
okay.
no, no. Probably for me. I don't usually do 10 o'clock. It was just under the right
You're
circumstances. I was
right,
bored.
because you used to do the
Yeah,
3 o'clock, the
yeah.
3 p.m.
Six o'clock.
Oh,
And now,
well, 3 o'clock
yeah,
my time. 3 o'clock my
yeah, exactly. And then
time.
I did an all nighter at Mr. P. So it's
All
like,
nighter.
yeah. So on me, I slept most of the day. So it's like I have all this built up energy. So I don't need to sleep right now. I'm good.
I'm not a
So.
night owl. I can't do those night
Yeah,
all
I mean,
night.
it
That's
does take
not
it. I'm
me.
not gonna lie,
I
it does
need
take a toll on you. It does.
I need
Yeah,
I need my sleep.
yeah.
I'd
But
rather wake up early than stay up
hmm
late.
yeah, I mean, I have to wake up at night anyway because I have
Hmm.
to, and I hate to bring this up, but I have a need not only to pee. I'm sorry, but I have other needs. I have to get up and
We all
and
have those needs.
exactly. So
It's
sometimes it takes
natural.
me
Don't feel
longer to
bad.
go
It's
back to sleep.
natural.
That's why sometimes if somebody's live, I'll jump up on their panel and until uh, I get sleepy again,
Until you
and I
get
just go back
sleepy
to
back
sleep.
again. Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I just don't want to wake up the wifey. I just don't want to wake her up. So I rather just go to the day room, take my laptop, and just go up on the panel and just kind of chill out for a little while. Now,
That's
one thing she
cool.
doesn't like if she wakes up and I'm still alive, yeah, she's probably not happy about that. You know, but she's been gripping me up lately, trying to keep me focused and all that, and that's why I've gained a little bit of weight. I think making me focus and not to take this YouTube thing too. I've been
To
don't
the
take it to
heart.
the heart. Yeah,
Yes.
and I wear my heart on my
Yeah,
sleeve,
because
as they say.
stress is
And,
not good. Stress is not good for the body in any situation, whether it's YouTube or in real life. It's not good for us.
yeah. I hear people say on daily, this is only YouTube. You know what? They're fucking right. When people are saying that constantly to me, or I hear people talking about YouTube, listen to what they're saying. It's YouTube. It is not real life. Don't take this to heart. Once you close your laptop and you push that power button, it stops existing. And if it
Exactly.
interferes and you're thinking about it after you push that power button, there's something wrong. Correct it before becomes a monster. That's my only
Exactly.
advice. Yeah,
That's what I do. I just
yeah,
come on YouTube to chill and enjoy, some people's company in the chat and listen to good topics.
yeah,
Then I just shut it off and
yeah.
do my
I've been
my
wanting to walk away. I even thought about walking away at times in the last
no,
month.
no.
Yeah,
Do
I
you?
th But when I asked my family about just walking away from it, my channel's not that big. They're like, no, no, get back in there. What? And they ask me why I want to quit and this and that. Once I tell them, they're like, nope, not for that. My
No,
family, they won't. They're not pity
remember, you're
parties.
not a
Yeah,
quitter. Remember, you're not a
right?
quitter.
You know how my family. I told you, and Marty.
Mhm.
She'll tell you herself. I don't want my husband to be a quitter. I want him to stay in the pocket and fight. You know what I mean? Because if I quit on this is her thinking. If I quit on this, then I'll quit on everything else that comes along. She doesn't want me to take the easy route out. You see what I'm saying? And I
But
get what she's saying.
I remember
Mhm.
the whole reason you wanted to do this was to leave your family and your
Legacy,
grandkids
yeah.
memories,
And
correct?
I'm still doing it. Yeah.
Yes,
Although,
that's what it's
yeah,
all about.
I've gotten questioned that, thanks, this is what you want to leave them drama? I'm like, well, listen, you can't look at it in that way. It's this blessing that I'm talking. I can cam up. You see what I'm saying? Um, Rather than writing, like I was talking earlier, that which, I'm leaving that's leaving memories, but those are my thoughts. When you're on YouTube, it's forever. You know what I mean?
You know,
So, and I'm not talking showing this to young children. I'm talking about maybe when they're, old enough to understand what I was doing here. You see what I'm saying? That they have full understanding. My grandchildren, the smallest one, not going to be watching this stuff. Obviously, not. I wouldn't put them through this. But I think you got to be open minded and think, yeah, this is going to be a lot. They're going to hear me curse a lot of stuff. But I think in the knowing my family, they'll explain to them what's going on, and they'll be old enough to understand what's going on. So I've got a little flack over me saying that I'm leaving memories here. But if you look at it, Jody, we're all leaving memories.
no, that's what I was just gonna tell you. I was just waiting for you
Yeah,
to stop because if you letting
yeah,
me come up on panel, I'm leaving memories and I can share them with my family and say, hey, look at your mom was on YouTube.
exactly. It's
It's
like
nothing wrong. Nothing wrong.
yeah.
Nobody in my family hops on
Hey,
panels,
Chelsea.
so it's a great experience and something they could look forward to. Someday I'm not here myself.
A long time ago, my youngest son, told me you could do this. I didn't know what YouTube was, and he's like, and he said, "Pop, you could do this." I'm like, "Do what?" And he showed me this panel. They were talking. I'm like, I can't do that. And then, you know, fast forward, so now I'm like, and he looks at me and he gives me that smirk, like I told you, you could do this. It's not that hard. Um, because I was a people person. My job consisted of talking to people. I was a negotiator for the union, and I was always talking. And if I got depressed at any time when I started working, it is because of the lack of communication with people, with real people. You see what I'm saying? So
You know,
that this,
communication is key
yeah.
in life. Period. In a
Yeah.
relationship, at work. In personal
Mhm.
life. You got to
Yeah.
communicate. To
And YouTube
understand
gave
each
me,
other.
yeah, YouTube gave me that back. Even the arguments. I used to argue with the company all the time about wages and stuff like that. So um, it wasn't so hard to adjust. I thought it was going to be hard for me to adjust. The only difference, I don't wear a suit and tie. You know, I could go live whenever I want to, but
Did
I'm
you used to wear
engaging
a
with
suit
people.
tie at your other job?
Oh hell yeah! Well,
Oh
not the suit so
no.
much, but yeah, it wasn't. The suit wasn't required only during negotiations, but the tie and shirt, yeah, it was a must. Yeah, I hated it,
Mhm.
Jolie. I
I
hate
could
a
just
tie.
imagine.
I couldn't stand a tie. And
Do you
actually,
still
when I
remember how to
retired,
tie do you still remember how to tie a tie?
I just did what she bought me a shirt last month. I think we went to a party that she made me wear a white shirt and a tie, and accidentally something got spilled on it and I had to throw it away. Okay, let's just leave it like that. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, I don't know what happened. I can't use it anymore.
Oh, you could
Yeah,
always buy your shirt, right?
yeah. I just once I retired, I donated all the suit and the
You're
ties
like,
and
I
all
don't
that.
want to see this anymore. Ever see this
Yeah,
again?
it reminded me of work. I didn't want to be reminded of work when I when
How
I
how
wanted to
was
go to
your
work.
how was your dress attire when you used to work at the bar? What did they require?
Oh, and the bar, in the nightclub was a penguin. I
A
dressed like
penguin?
a penguin. Yeah, I hated it. Yes, it's
That
freaking.
sounds
I had
even worse.
bow tie. Yeah, a bow tie and a white shirt, and yeah,
Did you walk like a
and
penguin? Did you walk like
I was big enough. I was a big boy back then. Um, but
Oh
in
my
a regular
goodness.
bar, you could get away with a lot of stuff. I worked a lot of local bars, and you can wear, as long as you're not wearing, you gotta
You
wear
know,
comfortable clothes. Yeah.
people look very different in clubs or in bars because it's all
Oh, they
dark.
do. Yeah.
You come
And,
out to
and
the light,
yeah,
you're like, damn.
yeah. I didn't mind the penguin style. I mean, it went, especially when it looks nice when all the bartenders are wearing the same, uniform.
Yeah, you
It's
don't stand
kind of,
out too much. You
yeah,
guys, you all look like penguins.
yeah. And I mean, the girls had to wear them. It
Really?
wasn't just the guys. Yeah, the girls. They made them look sexy. They tied them up in a knot in their front. They kind of,
Oh yeah.
they broke the rules a little bit to get more tips. Obviously, you know what
Of
I mean?
course.
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
course.
I didn't have the. I had some boobs put away on layaway. I never could take out to get
Oh
more
my
tips.
goodness.
That's a old joke. Is that Hebrew? Let me see. Hebrew.
What's
Hebrew.
up, brother? What's up, brother?
What's up, bro?
How you been?
All right, man.
Yeah.
We were just talking, were we?
Yeah. I was just saying, I haven't been up on your. I don't know. I have been on one of your panels before, right? Yeah, I have.
I
It's just
think
been a
I
really
think
long time, so I thought I
it's
would.
just
I
been a
thought I'd
minute.
hop up and just see what's up. I'm just
Yeah,
bored.
it's good to see you, bro.
Um.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
How you been, man? You made look.
Good.
I tell you, yeah, you
Sorry.
scared
Sorry.
me. I was
No, you're
like,
good. No, you're
yeah.
good. You're good, bro. You're good. Like I said, I just had my birthday on the 3rd, so I just it's just another day.
Oh,
But
Scorpio. All right, Scorpios in the
I
house.
watched your
Yeah,
birthday stream that I watched.
yeah,
It was pretty funny and stuff. All the guys
yeah.
shook.
This is the avatar you're known for. This is a hot avatar. Don't you agree, Lil Jelly? It fills the whole screen up.
What's that?
His avatar. Check his avatar out. Okay.
Yeah, it's cool. It's
Cool,
cool.
right?
Oh
Yeah,
no.
Pretty cool.
yeah.
How do I say that?
Now what?
Yoli? Yoli?
Yes,
Jolly.
Yoli
Yeah,
with a Y. Yoli.
with the Y. Yeah, yeah.
Nice to
The
meet you.
Y.
Nice
Yeah,
to meet you,
Yoli?
Hebrew.
Yeah, I like that.
yeah. I
Yes.
think it's short for Yolanda. I got a cousin.
That's
I
a
don't know if
beautiful name.
Jolly.
I mean, like,
Hey, no
that's a
doxing.
pretty name.
No doxing.
It's a pretty name. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Yes. Nice
Hmm.
to meet you, Hebrew.
It's my cousin. She
Thank
doesn't
you.
like to be called Yolanda. She likes to call Jolly.
La Yoli.
La Jolly. Okay.
Yoli!
Jolly. Yeah.
Yoli! Down the street, Yoli!
Yolanda. I still want to make it to the West Coast, Jolly. That I haven't changed. I still want to do the whole tourist thing in Las Vegas. Not Las. You know what? The hell with Las Vegas. I don't want to go to Las Vegas. And you probably
No?
know why. No, I've seen it
Okay.
already. I've seen it. I've
Yeah.
seen it. I know it's there. I want to do the. Well, I remember I told you I want to do the Hollywood, the star stuff and stuff like that. Just a regular tourist type
Man, come up
bullshit.
to Oregon, bro. Oregon's I love.
Oregon. I've got as far as Arizona. My job
If
took me
you
to
make it to
Arizona.
Oregon.
Cali, we gotta connect.
Yes,
I used
absolutely.
to live in San Pedro.
Yeah. I mean, they told me
So,
I'm gonna get ready for a letdown because it's not all glitz and glamour. But I still want to make it there. It's just something I need. It's on my bucket list. So once I'm there,
yeah,
if it's not that
man.
good, that's fine. But at least I did it.
Yeah, you'll get your little booklet and you can walk the stars and, like,
Hmm.
Take
it's
one of
You
pretty
know
fun.
that.
There's a lot of cool
the
shops.
bus tours. They have those double decker buses that go
Oh, I
around.
seen that.
Hmm.
See, I don't want to do that. I don't
And
wanna
to
do
your left, Arnold
that.
Schwarzenegger's house, and to your right
Yeah, yeah.
is where James
I don't.
Dean's first car was purchased.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. That's kind of. I seen that people were like, and they're explaining, yeah, down this street, this and that, and no, I don't want to do that. I want to rent
You'll
my
get
own
into that
car.
shit too.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to know where. I don't know. John Wayne lived in 1956 and nothing like that. I'm good.
But I'll be
But
honest with you,
everything.
bro. The the whole Hollywood thing and the stars. It's like you're gonna go there and it's gonna like you're gonna be like, ooh, this is interesting for like just like a little bit, and then it dies down. And you're like But what's
Yeah.
cool about Cali is you can hop on the highway, you can hop on I-5, and you can be anywhere in Cali in like a couple hours. Like you can go to Venice Beach, you can go to like San Pedro, you can go
Hmm.
to like the Bay, you go to San Francisco, you go wherever, and
That's
there's a lot of
what
cool places.
yeah, it's like St. Pedro. They all have beaches, right? All those places you just mentioned have beaches, right?
Well, yeah, that's where I live. I lived in San Pedro for like 4 years, and it's like the
Right.
Bay. Yeah, the Bay. It's beautiful, man.
Yeah. San
Um,
Francisco is another
all
place
the
that always intrigued me because of the bridge. Only because of that damn bridge. I just want to go across that bridge.
San Pedro has a big bridge too. It's called the
Is
yeah,
Vincent
it's
there?
Thomas
beautiful.
Bridge.
Yep,
Oh, okay.
yep.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And what's cool
Something
is they
about
sunk all
bridges
the
that are
old
like,
the Navy
yeah.
ships out there are all sunken out there. It's cool. You can see them out and shit.
There's a
Oh,
lot
you
to
can see them
see.
from the bridge. You can look. You can actually see them.
Yes,
No, no.
you can see the
I was
port
saying
of
in
the
the
San.
Bay, like you can see.
Oh, see, yeah.
Hmm.
Another. And it might. I see. I did. I lived in Rochester years ago. Um, I did the whole Niagara Falls. It wasn't too far from Canada. Well, right, Niagara Falls is in Canada, isn't it? If I remember correctly, or near Canada. Anyway, it's near Canada, I think. No, the Niagara Falls is part of the United States, right? Well, anyway,
Yeah,
I
bro.
know it was near. It was near the border for sure. Not too far from Canada, anyway. And so I said to myself back then, those years ago, I said I want to go now. I want to go all the way to the west because that's pretty far. Niagara Falls. I want to do Grand Canyon. That's another spot I want to do. Just a regular tourist. My daughter's done all that. She's done the zip lining, Grand
The
Canyon, and
Niagara
all that good
Falls is
stuff.
what the hell?
It's
North. It's in North
beautiful.
America.
It's
Lake
North America,
Ontario.
right? Am I right? Right? Oh, I get confused sometimes.
I'm
I don't remember
confused
going
because
through no
my mic.
border.
Sorry, you guys. I have a little bit of a lag right now, like my internet. I don't know what's going on, but
Yeah.
sorry if I like cut you guys off and interrupt you. I really hate
Oh
that, and
no,
I'm not trying to do it,
no
but
problem.
I
But
was
that
gonna
was a
say, but
beautiful
hey,
experience. Hmm.
when you come to Cali, make it up to Oregon because we have some of the most beautiful waterfalls you'll ever see. We have Silver
Really?
Falls. We have like four different of the most beautiful falls you can ever see, man. And
Really? Yeah.
yo,
How
yeah,
far
dude.
east? How far east have you made it? Uh, was it
East.
New York? Yeah.
I've been in New York and Florida.
Okay.
I traveled a
Yeah.
lot when I was a kid because um my parents,
Army brat.
my grandma was in the Navy.
Yeah. All right. How about you, Jody? How far you made it this far? You ever made it to the east,
Uh,
Jody? I think she walked away. She said. Anyway.
no.
Yeah. Well, I think how far you made it to the east? How far? As
Can
far as
Can
what?
you hear
New
me?
York? Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, I said the farthest I've made it to is South Carolina.
Oh, that's it.
No.
Okay. Yeah. So
Hmm.
yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
We went to Egypt and I went to where else did we go? Thailand and
Thailand. Oh, that's gotta be amazing. Thailand.
I mean,
Sure.
I've been to Canada, and like Alaska,
Hmm.
all up there, but the place I really want to go is I want to go to like I want to go to Saudi Arabia, like that area and like just
Really? You want to go to
like
the Middle East? Really?
yeah,
That's good.
well, like maybe not like I'm trying to think where the Sumars that used to where's that at I don't remember, but
I
I
don't
was so
know
young.
about.
See, my parents
Yeah.
traveled, and I was a kid, so I didn't get to enjoy it. Like,
Mm, yeah.
I didn't get
Saudi
to take it in like
Arabia
I would now.
sounds nice. If it's anything like what's on TV, Saudi Arabia, that's a good spot. There's a lot of nightclubs. That's what I see anyway. There's a lot of nightlife. It's almost like a Vegas type, I guess, atmosphere. There's a lot of partying, a lot of people with money and stuff like that.
Eagle Creek, and yeah, dude, in Oregon, yeah, I live really close to that actually.
Hey,
That's
Kiwi.
crazy.
Hi,
Um,
Kiwi.
yeah,
It's the
if
Kiwi.
you ever get the chance, I would say go to Japan, man. If you guys ever get the chance to travel abroad, go to Japan because Japan is it's so awesome, man, and the culture
That's
is
a
so like
those are dreams right there. Those places like Japan, the Orient, and all that, man. I would love to do that, but I don't
It's
think that.
funny you bring that up, Hebrew, because right before when COVID hit and back in 2020, I was planning a big trip out there, and then COVID hit, and everything, all the international flights and everything were canceled. So
Oh, that sucks.
I never made it
Yeah,
to my Japan
your
trip.
destination. Oh
I
well.
went
Was
to
it all set up?
Yamya. I went to Yamya and I stayed in Yanya for I stayed there from when I was like 19 till I was like right before I turned 21. So I stayed there almost 2 years. And I
Oh,
had a
you
couple
actually
friends.
live there.
I
Yeah.
had a couple of friends that went over there and they were living there for like 4 years. So and they were
Yeah.
really comfortable and stuff. So like I went and stayed with them for like almost 2 years. And it
So
was
you
one
speak
of
the language a little bit then?
no, no. I
No.
mean
Oh,
just
you could.
basic like saying
Yeah.
like yes, no, thank you, like can I have some more
Yeah.
please? Like shit
Hey,
like that.
Christian R. What's going on? Kristen R. Kristen R. Hey, yeah, you guys have to. Let me drop her link. Kristen
But
R.
now I'm
She's
on
a great
parole.
content creator.
I can't go anywhere.
Oh, yeah, but that doesn't last forever. You'll be able to travel at some point. But Christian R. is one of my favorite channels. Let me drop the link.
Kristen
Go
R
visit
is
her.
a very beautiful soul. She's a great
Yeah.
woman, and I
I'm,
appreciate
I'm
her very
missing.
much.
I'm missing my avatar again. What the hell? All right, there you go. Yeah.
And she can dance, dude. I saw her video out of the blue the other. I was like, God damn, she can actually like salsa and shit and like move and Congo and shit. She can actually dance.
She's giving me so many ideas watching her stuff. Is a lot of my videos and stuff like that are inspired by her and Just Me Sue. Just Me Sue is another channel that I absolutely love. So let me drop that one too. Jody, you're gonna love Just Me Sue. I've been dropping a lot of videos, a lot of shorts lately. I learned how to edit a little bit. It's not perfect. I know it's not, but
I'm gonna
I
mute up. I
I
feel like I took Yoli's voice away.
No, no,
I
you're fine.
recently.
I'm a listener, so I like listening to your conversations.
I recently found my wife introduced me to TikTok. ¿Y para qué fue eso? Because Jesus Christ, and I've been just kind of just editing, sharing stuff, and it's been fun. So a lot of them are not hits. Sometimes I don't get the jokes in the shorts, but a lot of it, a lot of people like the cartoon type jokes. So I'm gonna start putting a lot of that stuff out there for sure.
Cartoon type jokes, like what do you mean?
I give you look, and it's so listen. My numbers are crazy. So if I put a cartoon, like a joke cartoon, what I mean by that is like, let me give you an example.
like a
It'll
comic?
give me like, yeah, like a comic, but cursing at each other, adult type stuff, right?
Oh,
Versus
got you.
just somebody falling down the steps in real life. It doesn't. People don't like that. They rather watch cartoons going at it, cursing at each other, hitting each other. I don't know why, but it is what it is. So I got to give people what they want. So I give you like a general idea. Let me open up
Yeah,
the
that's
camera. So as you see, let me give you a solo. I'll give you. Let me give myself a solo. As I stroll, right? You see a lot of the. Oh, not that one. You're gonna see a lot of the. You see the cartoon ones, like Elmo one, that one.
uh-huh.
You see these great numbers on the cartoon ones, but on the real life ones, for some reason, I mean, there's one
They're just
about a
not hitting them,
secretary, a Latina
huh?
secretary. That's one of my favorite, my wife's favorite. She introduced me to that on TikTok. I forget the name of it. So it's like this Latina attitude, uh, and she's actually answering calls. That's all she does, is answer calls, and her adventures and the way that people are snotty and the way she talks to them. It's just kind of funny. But you gotta just tune in and you'll see what I'm saying.
You see, I'll have to check something out because I like funny like the ones that were in the newspaper. Like I like those like comic like those
Yeah.
that kind of
Well,
like
it's
shows
yeah,
and
it's
stuff.
the same thing, but this just has a voice, and it's just stick figures that
Right.
talk, and the jokes are really short, like 15 minutes. What I do, I accumulate two or three of them, sure, and then I just put them all together and just make a minute video, or maybe even a 2 minute video, depending. But I'm learning. I don't have to just so I don't have to go live all the time or have that urge to go live, or that keeps me busy just
Yeah.
learning how to. And I just, Christ Manson was the one that told me what programs to download as far as editing and stuff like that, and it's working out. I know how to MP4 now and all that good stuff.
Oh, hey Angel, you should do this. You should You should just YouTube later, like when you have some time. YouTube AI apps, like top 10 AI apps, and watch some
Oh,
of those videos because they have some really badass AI apps that you can use to make like really cool videos, like and
hold
shit.
up.
And
Let
like
me
like
see.
you could type in whatever
What
you
you
want,
say?
like
YouTube?
alligator in a swimming pool, and it'll literally like
So,
make a video of
what
like alligators and
what you
shit.
say? YouTube? Let me write it down. What is it?
Look up
YouTube
AI, a
AI.
capital AI, or no,
Right.
sorry, top 10 AI apps.
Okay. Top 10 AI apps. Oh, good looking out, bro. I appreciate that,
Yeah, I
bro.
just watched a couple of them today, and they were really good. And like I actually
Yeah. You know
downloaded
what?
a few of them.
You know another one that I go for ideas. Pinterest. That app ain't Pinterest.
I love Pinterest. Yeah, they have cool shit.
Yeah, dude. They give you so many ideas. You see this background back there? That's from there. See
Yeah.
the red background? Yeah. All I did was add the
Oh yeah.
logo. Hmm.
Cool.
A lot of free stuff there. Yeah.
You see my
But
new best friend I got, my buddy.
oh, that's your puppy, bro. Oh, dude, I want
Yeah,
a dog so
yeah.
bad, bro. Ah,
He's a
beautiful, man.
short-haired German pointer. Yeah, he's a very fucking. He's cool as fuck. He's my
Rambunctious?
best
Is
friend.
he a lot of energy, or is he like
Well,
calm?
he's a working dog. He's a bird dog and a working dog, so
Uh,
you gotta keep him busy, you know. And like
yeah.
I run him till his legs don't work every day. But
That's what's up. As long as you're happy
yeah.
with it, obviously. Yeah. With me, I
Oh
can
yeah,
get
I
a
love it.
dog. It's just a little complicated with me, but I want a dog so damn bad. I see all these pets. I do have a
Well,
cat that doesn't live with me. It has one eye. We saved it. When it was a baby,
oh,
they
that's so
wanted
cool.
to. So yeah, but
Well,
I
for
can't
me,
live with
Angel,
it right now.
I grew up
Yeah.
my whole life. I grew up 35 years in this little small town, and then I went to prison for that my set, right? And I did a long set, and then when I got out, I moved to a place where I don't know a single person, and
Hmm.
my parents feel like I'm like kind of like a recluse or whatever they call it, like I'm always inside and I don't get out and I don't do a lot, like meet people and stuff. So I needed somebody that I could like um just talk to and hang out with. So I got him, you know, uh,
Right.
just
Hey,
to
they say.
my like companion, like my little homie. He's like my rider. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah, they say obviously dogs is a man's best friend, and it's a great companion. It's not, and I think it's not so much I need a companion, although I grow attached to animals real fast, bro. It's one of those things.
Yeah,
And I hope it works out because it's just heartbreaking when I have animals that I had to then either put up for adoption or give to a family member. So I just
yeah.
got to be careful what type of dog, and this is not going to be, I don't want to give it a bad life, obviously, right? So
You definitely
yeah,
have to. People don't. Some people don't think about that, and they just get a dog. You know, they rush into it and buy a dog, but then
yeah,
you
they
know you
get
never
did
know the
it because it's
situation
cute. Yeah,
or something. You know what I mean?
yeah. I got
But
a friend of mine that she fell in love. One of my wife's friends, she fell in love with these what they call those, the pocket dogs. I call it little pocket dogs. And it turned out that it was sick, and she spent, I don't know, a couple grand. At the long story short, it died. Why? Because she didn't pick out the right breeder. It was an inbred dog, and she didn't do her homework. So if anything, that dog
yep.
suffered more than anything. It spent a lot more time in a hospital and in doggy hospital than in her own house. So she didn't have it not even 6 months before, and she paid all that money for it.
Yeah,
So
it's too bad.
the lesson there is do your homework. Don't just buy a dog because it looks cute. Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So like up
That's
here,
it.
I live like kind of in the middle of nowhere, like up in the mountains, and there's lots of woods and shit. So like, I bought a nice hiking backpack, like a really nice one with a steel frame and everything, and like I bought a tent,
Oh,
had a
cool.
sleeping bag, and all this stuff. So he's gonna be my little like camping like trail partner for like this whole winter and stuff. We're gonna just be out in the woods.
Ah, you looking
Have,
forward already. You're already making plans, bro. That's what's up. Yes, absolutely.
yeah.
You seem
I like doing
motivated.
the
You seem
survival
very
thing,
motivated.
dude. I used to go out and survive for like 4 or 5 days, and then just out in the woods, just surviving off the land, and then I'd come home, and I'm gonna start doing that again.
That's good stuff, bro. See, you pre-planned everything. You're already stoked. You're already ready to go tomorrow if you had to. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what life's
Well, I
about,
have to
bro.
plan my life like that. Being an ex-heroin addict, I can't just live day to day
Yeah,
because then I'll get in trouble, you know?
right.
I gotta have shit planned out, or I just like I get in my head and I start doing stupid shit.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Well,
I appreciate you, Angel.
I appreciate you, my brother. We've talked before on Mr. P's and stuff, and I know
Yeah,
some of
we've
your
always
story. I
had
think you know some of
a
mine.
good rapport with each other. I really enjoy your
Always.
insight and stuff. I
Yeah,
told you that before. I enjoy
yeah.
how you always have really thoughtful things to talk about and to say, and you think before you're very intelligent because you think before you speak.
Well,
And
it depends who you ask,
well,
I
I mean, sometimes I've heard you
guess.
say some stuff, but
Yeah,
I'm just, you know what I mean. What I'm saying
yeah.
is like you're not just at on the seat, you know, just going. But no, I just
Yeah, well,
appreciate
I
you.
try. Sometimes I try too hard, and when you try too hard, that's when I fumble. You know what I mean? Uh,
That's when you got to
right
take a
now,
time out.
I'm super relaxed. I'm having a good time, and I'm being myself, and I'm not pretending to be something I'm not, and that's when I'm my best, I guess. You know what I mean? So,
Don't do that, bro. Don't pretend something you're not because
yeah,
what does that make you? It makes you,
it makes you phony for sure. I
yeah.
need to be relaxed.
Not,
You know what I mean? And obviously, it gets intense, but you gotta. If anything I've learned is to keep calm. While the world around you is crumbling, you gotta keep some type of composure. You gotta keep your composure, and I'm still learning how to do that on YouTube. You know what I mean? So a lot of the ways we act on
yeah.
YouTube, I mean, you get what you get with me. I'm not an actor. You know what I mean? Um, but maybe in real life I don't have to watch my words so much. You know what I mean? I could just be more natural. Obviously, here you have to watch what you say and be mindful of people listening. We're under a magnifying glass. We got to be mindful of that. So,
We're definitely on
um,
the stage up here.
for sure, yeah. This is kind
What's
of
your
this
dog's
is
name? What's your dog's
You're
name, Hebrew?
yeah. What's your name? Yeah,
What's your dog's name,
Hebrew.
Hebrew?
I think he walked away.
I think he's breaking up.
Qué perrito lindo, right?
Yes,
sorry.
beautiful dog.
I was right in the middle of doing something. His name's Scout.
Scout.
Oh,
Great name. That's. Of course, it's Scout. What else could it be? A Scout.
He's my scouter. Yeah, he's my scouter. He's like my spotter. You know. He's like
Yeah.
my little. I love him so much, dude. He's so
Hey,
smart and intelligent already.
I got
So
a couple of
smart.
me. I got a couple of memes. I don't know. You want to guys? They're not real graphic or anything. Mr. P loaded me up with some stuff here tonight. It's kind of funny stuff. There you go.
Tropical breeze. Fabio, Fiji product Old Spice. Exciting victory. Always Fabio.
I don't know why he put that up. That's Fabio.
Fabio.
No entiendo. I don't get it, but I guess I'm supposed to use that. Let me see what this one
Holy
is.
Jesus. What is that? What the f is that?
Yeah, okay. That's from Full Metal Jacket. That guy giggling. He's kind of funny. That one I've seen. What's
I
this?
got you, homie.
I got you. Okay. This one's
Let's go.
let's go. This all right. So I gotta use depending on what the guest is doing. Like somebody says a joke, I gotta hit
I wonder if
that.
that's
So
supposed to
that's how
count.
it goes. I got a couple
Hey,
more.
I
Let me
smell
see.
something, man. You smell something? I definitely smell something in my hair. I smell pussy.
Yeah.
Concha.
Hey, Concha. Yeah. Good. Thank you, Mr. P. Good stuff. Yeah. I think I'm gonna leave the memes maybe for I may return to the memes at one point, but I think I'm gonna leave them alone for a while. Just until I find my footing and see what I want to do next. You know what I mean? But the channel got labeled as one dimensional. Like that's all we did was drop memes on people, and and stuff like that. And right now I don't think the channel should take that direction. You know what I mean? Until further notice, I
Oh,
guess.
what's up? What's up, Spike? Much love, Spike.
Look at
Hey,
Love
those
you, bro.
Spike.
people.
Hope you're doing well.
Spike is a good guy.
Hey, check it out.
LA
I gotta
Spike.
bounce out. I gotta get some rest.
Welcome.
Much love and
Hey, thank you,
much
bro,
love.
Hebrew.
Yeah,
Anytime, my
uh,
brother. God
yeah,
bless you, man.
yeah.
You take care, bro.
Thanks
Nice
for
meeting you,
coming up.
Loli.
Take,
Yoli, you take care of yourself,
have a
and
good night.
everybody in the chat.
Take
I love y'all.
take
Kristen,
take care of Scout.
Spike,
Take care
y'all
of
know.
yourself.
Oh yeah.
Take it easy. Bye bye.
That's a good guy. Hey, but son poco los buenos, son, pero they're out there for sure. For sure. Mhm.
Yeah,
I
he
see
seems like a
Spike's
cool
son.
guy.
Yeah, he's really good. Yeah,
Really
he has
chill.
a hell of a yeah, he has a hell of a story, but he is a inspiration. If you,
Yes,
después
he
yo te
is.
digo, you know, he's really
Yeah,
good.
I could tell a little bit by what he said right now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's your channel. You do what you want to do. Yeah, yeah, it's true. But right now, I just don't. I don't know. I just want to do this. This is what I want to do with the channel. I just want to talk. I don't want to, you know. And the ideas will start to come back in my head. And right now, the whole mean championships that was all great. Christ Manson helped me with that, and we'll probably get to that again. But right now, I'm not. I just not feeling it right now. I just want to do this. I want to do the morning coffees with Angel and stuff like that. I just
Yeah,
want to
that's
take a
cool.
step back. Yeah, I just
Yeah,
want to
change
take
it up
step.
a
I
little
want.
bit. Change it up a little
Yeah,
bit.
okay. I think I'm getting cabin fever, like we talked earlier. I feel like
Hmm.
I'm every time I go live, I feel like I'm gonna have an anxiety attack because it's almost the same content. And what are we gonna? I don't want to feel that way. I want to feel comfortable. And
Yes,
just
and as you should. Do you prefer the
yeah.
mornings or afternoons? What do you
Actually,
prefer?
if it's like this, oh my God, I could do this every day at this time. You know, if it's like this. Pero me gusta la mañana. I really do like the mornings though. I'm a morning
Yeah,
person anyway.
me
But
too.
I think I got one set up. If it's not, I'll change it. I have one set up for 6 o'clock tomorrow, but I think I'm gonna change it for the morning. Well, no, I can't. I got. I can't do it. That's why I
Yeah,
changed. That's why I went live today because I have something to do tomorrow morning. Obviously, I can't go tomorrow morning.
yeah.
We
Life
live and we
happens.
learn. We do better
Life
ourselves one day
happens.
at a time. Support. Yeah. Thank you, Christian R. And I think Christian R. She's seen the roller coaster ride that I've been riding the last couple of months, which it hasn't. A lot of it's been self-inflicted. A lot of uh accountability from my side, um I wanna. I'm able once I understand and fully grasp what is it that that what I've done or I'm doing, I can make changes. But unless I couldn't understand, you know, maybe it was too much going on, and I couldn't fully understand the things that I was doing. You know what I mean? So now that I think I got it, my mind, and slowly but surely, as these little lives come like this little 30 people in the house, and you get back to being my old self. You know what I mean? So I'm not
What you
forcing
what
things.
now that you have your mindset a little bit more clearer, and
Hmm.
some of it, the drama has died out, you could think clearer and see things in a different way, and take
Exactly.
and take control of your channel, and do, revamp it like you're doing.
Right. And yeah,
Make
sometimes, it's not nothing wrong with restarts. You know what I mean?
No,
A lot
not
of
at
people,
all.
not at all.
Not at all. We got to do
People
that,
are
and not
good.
just on YouTube, just in life. Period.
In life, I think I've had at least 20 restarts because it is what it is. Yeah.
It's all right.
And
We all need a little jump start here and there.
yeah,
That's
I
why.
mean,
That's why you don't see me around sometimes too, because that's what I'm doing in real life. I'm
yeah,
taking handling business, whatever.
yeah. It's okay to stumble and be and fall
Just don't be so
and be
hard on. We can't be so hard on ourselves. Not just
yeah.
you, just me, or anyone. In general. Sometimes we're too hard on ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it takes a little bit of humbling to get through the YouTube thing. A lot of people have egos, and my ego's not that fucking big. To watch somebody in chat try to tear me apart or try to get to me, yeah, it never works. You never see me arguing with the subscribers, and I want them to speak their minds. I don't like blocking people. I really don't. That's not my style of doing things. But One thing I'm like armor proof when it comes to words on in the chat, and I've always wanted to have the chat speak its mind, and to a certain extent, well, you have to have boundaries, obviously, but
Brother, they have to come in with respect, and respect goes a
yes,
long way.
right. And if you give me respect, I'm gonna give it right back to you. It's
Exactly.
simple as that.
Treat
I
others
rather,
the way you
yeah,
want to be treated.
right.
Treat others the way you want to be treated. That way you get the same respect back.
Yeah, and maybe, and this is what I'm getting because I let a lot of things go by and didn't address it. They see that as maybe a sign of weakness. Is no, I just
Yeah.
wasn't engaging. Don't think I'm a punk or this or that. Don't label. They want to label me. That's fine because I choose to ignore and not engage. It doesn't. It's not. I'm not afraid to engage in bullshit. It's just I just choose not to give you my energy. Yeah. So say the obvious going on.
State the obvious.
Yeah. What's up? I'm late. Just got it home. No, it's okay, bro. But yeah, the fact that I don't want to engage in some of this stuff is it's nothing wrong with that. But don't think that I don't. It's like a weakness or anything. I just don't. Sometimes you can't give your energy to that stuff, especially here on YouTube. It distracts you. It gets you out of focus, out of
Out of
character, and
character. Yeah.
yeah.
YouTube definitely pushes you to the limits. That's for sure. People try to get you out of character, so then they could see that other side of you, that
Yeah.
nobody sees.
It's a test. A lot of
It is.
times, it's
Yes.
like just like real life tests you, and God is always, I know, for those believers, God's always he throws obstacles in front of you. You see how you can handle them. So
Just
even
remember
on
why
you,
you're on here. Just remember why you're on here and enjoy it.
right? The mission at hand, and that's what I got to get back to, Jordy. I'm so glad you're here today because I was just talking to my wife about this. Instead of walking away, why is it I started doing the YouTube thing anyway? And it always goes back to what you said earlier. Don't aren't you making memories? You know what I mean?
I remember correctly. I remember
Uh,
exactly why.
and
And
maybe
and
some people are gonna disagree that the type of memories I'm leaving is in a drama community. They're memories anyway. You see what I'm saying? If I'm in a Bible study part of YouTube, it's still, you know what I mean? Or I'm in a drama, it's still a memory to me. It's yeah, maybe some, and I know I get a lot of pushback when I say that I'm leaving memories. But I understand where they're coming from. But I don't think they're gonna be locked in. Oh my God, he said a bad word. Oh my God, somebody cursed at him. I don't think that's gonna be realistically
well,
the
tonight's stream is a beautiful, peaceful stream, so it's a good one to keep and save.
yeah, for sure,
For sure, for sure.
for sure, for sure.
How's the weather out there? Is it chilly?
It's okay. It's okay. It's not bothering me as much as usually does. At this time of year, I struggle a little bit with the weather changing like this. But I got maybe a little bit of a cold last week, but yeah, it's in the 40s, 30s at night, something like that. But it's not that bad.
And
I was
during
a
the
little
day, how warm does it get?
about 45, 50 at the highest
Oh my
sometimes.
God! You need to come to Cali. We're in the tomorrow. It's gonna be
I
like
know. I
80.
hear that all the time. It's like, who was
We're gonna
complaining? I
be like
think Vic.
78, and then this weekend's gonna be in the 80s. It's like, oh, it's like the perfect weather.
Yeah, did a morning coffee with me, and when he came up, he had a hoodie, a frisa, and I was like, what? What is it? What's going on over there? He's like, it's cold. I said, how cold? 70. I said, 70? You
Oh
all bundled up in 70 degrees? Oh my God. That's not, to me, 70 is, shoot, I could go out almost with a thong, nothing else. Shoot.
a thong,
No,
thong,
I'm
thong,
exaggerating.
thong.
No, but for him, 70 is cold. So it's kind of weird. But to me, I think anything under 20 degrees is cold. You know what I mean?
Maybe it's
Yeah,
different cold out there in Florida. I don't know. I've never been to
yeah.
Florida. I've always wanted to go.
Florida, it doesn't interest me because Puerto Rico is so close, and they say the similarities between Florida and Puerto Rico are so, why? But yeah, my sister owns a house in Kissimmee, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Some part, yeah, I'm not interested of going to
You're
Florida for
not?
some reason. No, I don't know why. I think because, like I said, I think I've been to Puerto Rico and Florida. Everything's so expensive. They say, you know what I mean? It's like, do I really
Everywhere's
want to? Yeah,
expensive. Everywhere's
but
expensive now.
you
How
know,
much is gas out
what is it?
there?
Oh, I don't know, but they say everything. It's like what they got at Walt Disney. I don't know. Do you like the Walt Disney stuff? I don't. ¿Te
As a matter
interesa?
of fact, I just went to Disneyland a week ago, but here in Cali.
Oh,
Not Disney,
okay.
Disneyland Resort. Not Disneyland World, because Disneyland World's out
Yeah.
there in Florida. But I went to
Oh,
Disneyland.
but you got Universal Studios and all that good
Oh
stuff. See,
yeah,
that
we
I
got
would love to do. Yeah.
Studios, we got Magic Mountain, we got Knott's Berry Farm, we got
See,
Hollywood, we got.
yeah, to me, the one in Florida is more for kids. For me, and to me, in my mind, the one in LA, right, is more for adults. You got, you know what I mean? So, um, if I had to choose, I'll go to the one you went because of Universal Studios and the movies and all that. So
Hmm. Well, if you ever make it
actually,
to Cali,
now you put it in my head, girl. Now I'm gonna talk to my
yeah.
wife and I'm gonna say, hey, call
If you ever
Jolie and
make it to Cali,
ask
we
her
gotta hook it
details.
up.
Yeah,
I'll join you guys.
yeah. No, I'm gonna have somebody to call you and talk to you about, is it really expensive? How are the prices?
Oh yeah, right. I paid like 180 the other day for one adult entrance. It was 180
But I
to
think
the
it's like
park.
that it's like that in Florida too, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not mistaken. So adults 180, children should be like what? Maybe because I would like to take a couple of my grandkids with me, obviously. Um,
I'd have to let you know how much the kids are.
yeah. I'll find. No, I can actually just Google it up, but
Yeah, that's
so
true. You
to
could just.
yeah, you fuiste sola?
No. I went with family.
Okay. I see. I
Yeah,
think
we
it's
went.
better when you get a package deal. I think.
Yeah,
That's
we.
what I understand anyway. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a Universal Studios in Florida too. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah. Mm.
We gotta make it out of Florida. Either
Yeah.
Florida or Cali.
I don't know. I don't know. Florida is not a destination that when I
Yeah.
think of Florida, I think about retirees. I think about older people in wheelchairs and little scooters, beep, beep. And I don't think about it as a fun place like other people probably think. I don't know. Yeah, since I have Puerto Rico right there, it's an hour flight from Puerto Rico to
Really?
Florida.
Wow.
So yes, not that far. It's right there. You could throw a stone and hit Puerto Rico probably.
Hmm. Interesting.
A lot of people do that. They travel to Florida, and from Florida, they go to Puerto Rico. It's like $100 to go. So yeah,
Nice. I didn't know it was
yeah,
that close.
yeah. No, it's pretty close. Believe it or not. I think that let me see. My sister said, yeah, she said what, hour and a half. Just the flight's very short. Um, you don't have to even take one of the Boeing 747. It's like a small airplane. Not a propeller
Yeah.
airplane, but it's just a smaller airplane to get there. But
Do you
it's
guys have any amusement parks out there in your area?
oh yeah, we got Great Adventure. We got Dorney Parks. We got Jesus Hershey Park is the most famous one here in Pennsylvania. The Hershey's, the candy,
Mm-hmm.
the
Yes.
chocolate.
Yes.
Yeah,
Uh
so
huh.
that park, I think it's the only one. If I Let me see. Yeah, Hershey Park is one of a kind. Yeah, and yeah, we have a lot of water parks and stuff like that. But nothing to really brag about. I think Great Adventure, yeah, I think is the Dorney Park are the biggest.
But the water
But
parks they close them. It's only seasonal, correct? Because it's during the winter
that's
they
seasonal,
close.
exactly. Yeah. I think
Mm-hmm.
Great Adventure right now they had that Halloween thing with the haunted house stuff and stuff like that, and that's it though. I think after Halloween it's closed to the spring, I guess, next year. But
Mm.
and I try to make it to all that. Obviously, my daughter has, I think, season tickets for Great Adventure, but my grandkids are always on those Sesame. Remember Sesame Place?
Uh huh.
I wonder if Sesame's Place is still up and going. I gotta ask my
Bert and
daughter.
Ernie. Bert and Ernie.
No, not the TV. There used to be actually a
Oh.
park called Sesame Place. Yeah, not Sesame Street. You think it's Sesame Street?
Yeah, I'm thinking
Yeah, pero es lo
Sesame
mismo.
Street.
Yeah, they got Bert, Ernie is the whole theme of Sesame Place for sure.
Oh,
Sesame
and
Street.
you know where your grandkids would like to go? It's in San Diego over here in Cali. It's called Legoland. Legoland.
Legoland.
Google it.
Ah,
Google
we
it.
talking.
Like the little kids would love it. The Lego.
Yeah.
It's called Legoland. It's made out of like everything there is like Lego. You know, like the Legos that kids play with, the
I know.
little
I love
blocks. The
Legos.
little blocks.
Yeah,
Uh huh.
love Legoland.
Mhm.
Oh, let me take a look.
Your grandkids would love that.
Legoland. Yeah, they got so many. Oh,
But
yeah,
Disney
dude.
is also a
Okay.
beautiful park for the kids too. They have a
Yeah,
whole section of rides
it's
for the
called.
smaller kids.
This an attraction got here. Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah.
California. Yeah. Oh, it gives you tips and everything. I guess prices, hotel stays, and all that. Um, they even got a park tour. Yeah, I'll watch it later. Thank you.
Yeah. Check it out.
You gotta check it out.
Check it out.
Are you the guy from the King Trolls channel? I think that's that David. I'm not sure. I've not seen it before, but I'm not sure. hmm Shout out to King Troll, by the way. Well, we're heading on. Damn. Okay. Damn. We've been up here for a little while. Está
Yeah,
bueno. Thanks to
I've been
the
up here.
to,
Mhm.
thanks to the beautiful Jolie. I don't think I could
You're
have made it
welcome.
without you. Sweet.
You're
You are
welcome,
a
brother. Anytime.
blessing. Muchas gracias por
De
compartir
nada.
conmigo. It's always a pleasure to hang with
My
you.
pleasure to be up here with you.
Yeah. Now I'll wait till 1:45 and ya acabamos. I
Árale.
like to end on like precise, like 45, 50. No me gusta salir.
I'm
It's
surprised.
like
I'm surprised nobody kicked me off.
no, yeah, I still have the game, but nah, you're too nice to kick off. It's that's for the
Nah.
other, yeah. Nunca te tumba. Did anybody ever kick you off?
Nah, not yet. But
Nah, yeah. All right, well, it's the
I'm
first
sure
time.
my day will come. I'm sure my day will come.
Yeah,
I
no,
opened my mouth too soon. I opened my mouth too soon.
it's
I
the
was
first
just
time for
reading your little
everything.
banner. I was reading your banner. It was like $5 kickoff. Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah, yeah. Sometimes it gets just crazy. I might even take that away. I don't know. I mean, I'll take a vote. What I like to do with the channel sometimes is just ask the audience if I should keep something, and I'm gonna go back to that since I don't have any more partners. What I'll do is I'll use the audience as my partners and ask them if they want to keep the kickoff game and my community section. I'm gonna use it for I don't know. I probably put out stuff like what y'all want to do, what type of stuff that you want to talk about, topics, news, so much to cover. I mean, for one, I don't like to, especially what's going on now. I don't watch a lot of the news. Con la guerra and all that was it's horrific, right?
Yeah, it's so
That,
depressing, so sad. I know.
yeah. But I know people I can bring up people that'll talk about it. You know what I mean? And I could just take a back seat. But if the audience wants some of that, I can give them some of that or whatever. I'll try to make it work, and
Change it
I'll
up a
just
little
take
bit.
yeah. So I'll do some polls out there in my community section and ask the audience what they want to what they want me to do as far as the channel is concerned. So because I do respect what's that, Rebel? I do respect the audience. At the end of the day, you know, anytime I get a like or they're here, it's still humbling to me. I still get nervous before go live. So I'm very appreciative when people show up, 20, 30 people give me likes and stuff like that. To me, that's amazing. You know what I mean? So, and as a matter of fact, if I get done early in the morning, I'll do the morning coffee, even if it's a little later, maybe 10 o'clock, 11. All depends how long I'm gonna be out there. But right now, it's set up for 6 o'clock tomorrow, but that may change. It may not. Just keep eye out for notifications and stuff like that. But see, Nana,
I will. I will. I'll keep an eye.
and well, you don't, and you have a VIP. Actually, let me do something. Write something in the chat, Jody, because I'm gonna make you a managing mod.
Oh, I don't
Let
need
me.
that title. I don't need that title, brother.
No,
I'm good.
that's
I'm
segura.
good.
Okay,
I'm good.
all right.
I'm good.
No,
Maybe
'cause I trust. Yeah, I trust you're not gonna like knock people over the heads just for dumb stuff. But yeah, you don't need. I guess you don't need one.
thank you.
You too. You don't
Thank
abuse your
you.
rights. Yeah.
No, I'd never abuse no wrench.
Yeah.
It's an honor. Thank you.
No. Thank you, Jolly. God bless you, girl.
Mi
You're always
placer. Mi
welcome.
placer. Likewise.
Marty says hi, and we'll talk. Well, she'll be probably reaching out to you about that Lego part, just to
Yeah, if she has any
just to
questions,
pick your brain. Yeah, for sure.
yes, tell her to contact me. No problem. Anytime.
Yeah. So I want to thank everybody for showing up, man.
Thank you to the
It's been
chat. Thank you.
it was an amazing night for me, for real. No drama, no. It was just straight talk and relaxed and all that. And I hope to do more of these for sure. So don't worry
Thanks
about
to
it. Say
each and
the
every
obvious.
one of you.
Chelsea, Poison, was it Christ, David, everybody. Who was up here? Hebrew and his dog. What's his dog's name? What's his dog's name?
Oh, what was his name? I just Chance. Was it Chance? No, no.
Something
What
like
was it?
that.
I
Yeah,
just
it's his
forgot.
dog. He's
I
very
just
beautiful
forgot.
dog. Yeah, me too. I
Yes.
just had it to my tongue. Don't worry about it. Um, Christian R. Go visit that channel, guys. Christian R. And there she is right here. Visit that channel right there. You're gonna enjoy yourself. Vegas Joker. Y con eso te dejo. God bless everyone. I'll see you everyone tomorrow. Have a good
Good night,
evening. Have a
everyone.
good night. God bless.
God
Goodbye.
bless. Bye bye.
MWO for life.
Misfits World
All right, guys. MWO for life. Good night, guys.
Adios.
Esto no se apagó. Let me see. Okay.